Is it possible for life to spontaneously emerge from non-living matter? Such pondering may seem speculative, but historically it served as the bedrock for the theory of spontaneous generation up until the 17th century. People used to think that life forms could abruptly manifest from non-living substances, and it was a widely accepted belief. Organisms were thought to emerge out of non-living materials like slime, mud, and manure. Observations such as a chunk of meat left unattended suddenly crawling with maggots, or a mound of moist hay spontaneously infested with mice, led to the propagation of this theory. The spontaneous generation debate, as noted in encyclopedia.com, revolved around these very notions, life materializing without parent organisms from non-living matter. In fact, because life is so resilient, at times it did appear as if that was the situation. However, the theory of spontaneous generation began to face significant challenges in the 17th century. Francesco Redi, an Italian physician, and a series of experiments that challenged the validity of spontaneous generation. His findings sparked a turning point in the scientific community's perception of this theory, indicating that the spontaneous generation of life might not be as plausible as once believed. Today, his work continues to fuel discussions about the origins of life. But as science progressed, the theory of spontaneous generation began to experience a series of significant challenges. It all started in the 17th century with Francesco Redi, an Italian physician and poet who was the first to question this theory. Redi performed a simple experiment using jars of meat, some sealed, others left open. He discovered that only the unsealed meat produced maggots, proposing that they originated from flies' eggs, not from the meat itself. However, the theory wasn't completely rejected yet and still had its advocates, including renowned naturalists like George Buffon and John Turberville Needham. They performed experiments that seemed to support the theory of spontaneous generation. Needham's experiment involved boiling mutton broth, sealing it in a bottle, and observing the subsequent growth of organisms, which he attributed to spontaneous generation. But these findings were soon put to the test by Lazzaro Spallanzani, who countered Needham's and Buffon's results with his own experiments. Conducting a similar study, Spallanzani boiled broth in sealed flasks and found that no life forms emerged, challenging the previous evidence that supported spontaneous generation. The final blow to this theory, however, was delivered in the 19th century by Louis Pasteur, a French biologist and chemist. Pasteur demonstrated that broth boiled in a flask and then sealed remained free of microorganisms indefinitely. This experiment became crucial in proving that life does not arise spontaneously, but from pre-existing life. Through these series of challenges and experiments, the theory of spontaneous generation was eventually discredited. Fast forward to the 21st century, the notion of spontaneous generation might appear ludicrous. But it's important to acknowledge that it was a significant stepping stone towards our comprehension of life's beginnings. This theory, while debunked, sparked a wave of scientific inquiry, pushing us to question, research, and comprehend the world around us. Spontaneous generation is the outdated belief that life can spontaneously arise from non-living substances. Although debunked by scientists like Francesco Redi and Louis Pasteur through meticulous experiments, the theory holds a legacy in the realm of scientific thought. It was not until the 19th century that the debate on spontaneous generation was finally put to rest when Pasteur and John Tyndall waged a scientific war against it. Despite its falseness, spontaneous generation played a pivotal role in scientific history by instigating curiosity and prompting exploration. It made us question and probe the aspects of life. So even though your leftover sandwich might not spontaneously sprout life, the curiosity that originated such a theory continues to fuel our investigation into life's origins and evolution. Always remember, science flourishes on curiosity, and every query, no matter how bizarre it might appear, can lead to a significant breakthrough. This is the enduring legacy of the theory of spontaneous generation. As we journey through the annals of scientific history, a phrase comes to mind: everything is open to all. It is not yet occupied. Those who were before us are not masters but leaders. Much of it is also left for the future. This statement encapsulates the essence of the scientific pursuit. It reminds us of the role of past scientists like Redi and Pasteur, who challenged the theory of spontaneous generation. They weren't masters, dominating the field with their ideas, but instead they were leaders. Their work was not an end but a beginning, a torch passed on to future generations. Their endeavors, like the debunking of spontaneous generation, have paved the way for us, but they do not own the path. They've provided us with the tools and the foundation, but it's up to us, and those who come after us, to build upon it. There is still so much left unexplored and unachieved. The legacy of the spontaneous generation theory is a testament to this. It's a relic of a past belief, yet it continues to prompt us to question, to explore, to advance. Its inception, its refutation, its legacy, all serve as a reminder that the realm of science is vast and infinite. There are still countless mysteries to solve, theories to propose, and ideas to overturn. So as we delve deeper into the intricacies of life, remember, the path is not yet fully trodden. There are still countless discoveries waiting to be unearthed, countless theories waiting to be proposed, and countless opportunities waiting to be seized. It's a beautiful sentiment, isn't it? The idea that the field of science is not yet fully occupied, that there's always room for new ideas, new discoveries, and new leaders. This is the spirit that fuels our scientific pursuits, the spirit that keeps us pushing forward, the spirit that ensures the enduring legacy of theories like spontaneous generation.